Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon. For context, the original How to Train Your Dragon is pretty easily in my top 3 non-Pixar animated films of all time, so I'm really excited to be talking about this one. I was definitely hesitant because, as I am with all these live-action remakes, why do we need this? We already have it. It's already good. But I'll be doing this non-spoiler review of the live-action remake, so without further ado, let's get into things. Just to put it bluntly, I really liked it. I thought it was a very strong remake of the original film. I definitely have some cons. There's a few scenes expanded upon from the original where it feels less like they're like a very natural expanded upon scene and more just they're trying to pad the runtime a little bit with some more dialogue, some more exposition. And there's a couple little, like nothing major, there's a couple little mini bits from the original that aren't in this that I miss. Visually, for the most part, it's very strong with the color cinematography, but obviously not as good as the animated film due to the limitations of live action. And then I found the twins a little bit more annoying, Rough Nut and Tough Nut, a little bit more annoying in this version compared to the original. But those are my big cons, and obviously it just doesn't hit as hard as the original, just because it's not the original. But there's plenty of pros here. First off, I think the magic, for the most part, is still here. Biggest pro, John Powell in the score. Outstanding, perfect, flawless, amazing. Love it. So good. Dean DeBlois is director of the original trilogy, and he's back now for the new one, and I think that really works. You can tell he's kind of directing this with the mind of an animator because there's so many bits and visual gags and cool camera movements that feel like something from an animated movie, and I think it works to help make this more distinct and lively and fun. The cast is really good. Mason Thames as a Hiccup is really good. He brings great emotion to it. Every now and then, he kind of tries to do a line reading like Jay Baruchel did, which doesn't always work, but sometimes it works great. Nico Parker as Astrid, really good. Gerard Butler, still just as good as ever as Stoic, and the rest of the cast is great too. A lot of fun moments. Most character beats are the same as the original, but there's a fun couple new little ones that I do really like. Outstanding VFX, especially on the dragons and Toothless. Toothless is as fun as ever. I think a great production value here, not just the VFX, but the costumes, the sets, building out this Viking world. I think very well done. And I think the movie, for the most part, it flows very well. It's paced very well, and I think a lot of the times the emotion, the themes, it all works very well, and I think it's all very great. It's funny, it's charming, it's emotional. If you like the original How to Train Your Dragon, obviously it's not going to hit as hard as the original. Obviously it does have the limitations of now it's live action instead of animation, but it does have some benefits that come with live action, and they do make it feel more like an animated movie than most of these live action films do try. I think it's very charming, it's very sweet. You can tell that everyone working on this did care about the original and wanted to do it justice and wanted to, if Universal's making this film anyway, might as well try to recapture the magic of the original as much as possible using the beautiful score, great production value, and sweet emotional moments. It's not perfect, but the original movie is like a 10 out of 10 for me, and this is the closest I know I'll ever get to seeing it for the first time again. It's very sweet. You can tell they all love it, and they had a fun time making it. And it's not as good as the original, and if I'm going to go back and watch one, I'm going to watch the original, but this is still probably easily a very strong movie, and very easily a very strong, probably my favorite live-action remake of the recent trend, So, yeah, had a great time with it. Not a perfect movie, but I just left with a smile on my face, especially because of the music. Maybe, I'll be less hyped on in time, but I love the original, and I had a good time with this. What can I say? It's very well made, and you can tell they care. I'll give How to Train Your Dragon an 8.5 out of 10. I hope you guys like the video. Coming up sometime in the future, probably next week, Elio from Pixar and 28 Years Later from Sony. Hope you guys like the video. I'll see you all then. Bye for now.